What's up, one and all? Welcome to Polite Talk Podcast episode 66. It's just me tonight, guys. It's just me tonight. It's going to be boring, so if you don't want to listen, I totally understand. Okay, listen, guys. I have been playing Elden Ring as much as possible since I got it for Christmas. It is currently, as of recording, January 5th. I haven't been able to play too much. I only have maybe a couple of hours, a couple of days a week. So right now I'm at like 11 or 12 hours in. But I just gotta talk about this game. It is incredible. It is absolutely incredible. So I am basically a Souls veteran. Technically, I haven't played all the games. Well, technically, it's true. I haven't played all the games. I haven't played Demon Souls, which is the first of the Soulsborns. And I haven't played Sekiro. But I have played Dark Souls 1 multiple times. I've played Dark Souls 2, completed it. I've played Dark Souls 3, and I've platinumed that one. Which basically means, if you don't know, basically I did literally everything you can do in the game. Like, everything. And I played it like 3 or 4 different playthroughs. Like, almost all the way through. Up to 3 for sure, and then either the third one or the fourth one, I don't remember. I played like halfway until I got the last achievement. But basically, yeah, that one I played a ton. Bloodborne, I platinumed that one as well. And same thing. I mean, I don't know what New Game Plus I was in. Maybe 2 or 3 or something like that. And I did all the Chalice dungeons. And basically, dude, I literally just played the crap out of these games. Fast forward, I didn't get to play Sekiro. I didn't play Demon Souls. But I finally have been able to play Elden Ring. Finally. This game came out early last year. Like in February or January. I don't remember what day exactly. But literally, I still remember the moment it came out. It was the most talked about game for like months and months and months. Like, people were just nonstop talking about this game. It was crazy. It was insane. Everyone was playing it. There was a ton of videos and TikToks and Instagram or posts or whatever, everything about this game. People were obsessed with it. It hit record numbers of sales super quickly. Other developers were jealous of this game, basically, because they kept talking crap on how it's missing a lot of fundamental, gaming things. Like, they know that what we want. And it's just, it was just a spectacular, creation of a game. And it literally won Game of the Year last year because of it. So I didn't get to play the game. I didn't play it at all. I didn't even because I just didn't have the time. I'm a very busy guy. And a game like that, I basically got away from games like that you just have to invest so much hours into. Like, because it's not a game you can pick up and play for like half an hour. It's just not. And that's the kind of games that I can play right now, Like, there's times I could just pick up a game and play for 5 minutes, maybe 10, maybe 30. And even that's kind of pushing it, to be honest. And so the Switch has been my best friend. The 3DS, Game Boy. Like I've still be playing. I'm still be playing this stuff, and these are the kind of systems and games that I play. That I've grown to love even more than what I used to because it's the only thing I can actually play. Right. So, anyways. I still wanted to. I wanted to play this game. Yes or yes. This was a game that, as a Soulsborne addict, I guess you could say, or lover, I really wanted to play this game. And so, basically, for Christmas last year, I told my wife, I was like, it's between two games, either Elden Ring or Pokemon Scarlet, and I was honestly leaning towards Pokemon Scarlet more, not because I wanted to play it more, because I still wanted to play Elden Ring more than anything, but because of convenience sake. I was going to be able to play Pokemon Scarlet more during the day when I had some time, maybe on a break at work or whatever. Like I was going to be able to play this game, but I think it was an accumulation of a culmination, whatever that word is, of a couple things. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet has been getting so much crap on the internet. And honestly, maybe it doesn't deserve that much crap. Despite all the broken bugs and broken things that the game has happened in the game, where it just kicks you out because it doesn't work. The graphics are just so bad at times, or the animations or things happen in the game that obviously just there's just a crap ton amount of bugs and glitches, and anyways, it's a broken game. And coupled with just, I guess, just my exhaustion of giving Pokemon the benefit of the doubt for so many years, when I just want a game like they used to make on the DS, dude. What happened to that? What happened to that level of love that they put into their games? Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, Pokemon Black and White 2, Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 was the last game that they actually poured their heart and soul into. I genuinely believe that. Genuinely. Gen 6 was okay. But then after that, it just progressively just got worse. And I don't know what it is. I think a big thing is the amount of time they have to develop the games, where it's probably become more complex now that it's 3D, now that the systems are, more powerful, now that the graphics need to be better, or the world it takes more time to build probably. So obviously performance and graphics have taken a hit because of it. And it was very apparent with when the game started coming onto the Switch, and so it's just, I think it's just a lot of that too, where it's just I just got sick of just being let down, sort of thing, And it's not I've been heavily let down. It's more of just little things just keep piling up and just getting exhausted. But this is the first Pokemon game that I will not buy. I probably will not buy this game ever, which is surprising because I literally have bought every single other game. And there's games that, Sword and Shield, I almost didn't buy. Diamond and Pearl remakes, I was super close to not buying forever. And then I actually bought it, a couple days after release. But this one, I genuinely believe I will not buy. So, yeah. And that's another thing that helped me want to choose Elden Ring. Even though I knew my time to be able to play this game was very limited, I still wanted to play this game. Because, and the thing is, and that's just the difference from From Software, the developer of the Soulsborne series and Elden Ring, and the difference with Pokemon Company. the amount of love and detail and just everything they put into the developers put into these games is unmatched. Like, is ridiculous. Like Elden Ring, I could just tell. I mean, the game is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Jam-packed with content. Just a stupid amount of content. And I'm still just exploring the first area. And I have done so much in this game. And I keep finding secrets. I keep finding new things and items and bosses. And it's just incredible. It's incredible. And it's like basically the same amount of exploration, like detail of Breath of the Wild, but way better mechanically, gameplay wise, and graphics wise. Like, it's incredible. From Software has absolutely just nailed it. They're incredible. They really are. They really, really care about the player. You know, they want to truly do right by the player. They truly do, and you can tell. Like, and that's the thing. It's like a lot of what I'm saying as well, just to be 100% honest, isn't necessarily from my playthrough of Elden Ring so far, but from everything I've seen from other people, and you know, from other reviews and other, you know, point of views and other, like, just, you know, either influencers or YouTubers or whatever, or gamers in general. Like, the amount of love this game has is just, it's obvious from just the review scores, but like, this game is loved, absolutely loved by so many people. A lot of people say this is the greatest game they've ever played in a long time or ever. And honestly, it's looking to be that way for me too. Like, I'm on my way. Like, I'm only 11 to 12 hours in right now, but everything I've experienced has been incredible. Absolutely incredible. I'm still in Limgrave. I haven't even fought Margit. I haven't even fought Margot Robbie. So, yeah, but the thing is, for me personally, I don't want to fight him yet. Like, I'm busy freaking exploring Limgrave, bro. Like, I'm exploring Limgrave, dude. Let me do me, you know what I mean? And that's just the kind of player that I am. I'm kind of a completionist, and when I say kind of a completionist, not 100%, like, not 100%, because, like, if I really was a completionist, I would have, tried to play, like, Breath of the Wild 100%, and there's no way I'm doing that. So it depends, oh, jeez. Depends on the game, but, like, my platinums for Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne should speak a little bit of my completionist at heart. Jeez, my thing is so hard. Yeah. I love this game. And I haven't fought the dragon yet. That's one of my next goals. But, like, I've basically gone to the bonfire, the Grace that's, like, leads into Stormvale Castle or whatever, that path. But I decided to go the other way and basically explore, like, the west portion of Limgrave. And, like, I've done everything in Morn Castle, for example. I've explored everything there. Now I'm kind of covering this section right beside it to the east. No, sorry, that would be the west. I've gotten the east portion of Limgrave unlocked, and now I'm kind of heading towards the west portion of that like peninsula that I'm in, where like the Morn Castle's at. But basically, I love these kind of games. I get addicted to because I have to explore everything, and so I've been exploring everything, bro. I keep finding caves to go into. With freaking like either rats or a mine. I found a mine yesterday, and it was really annoying. It's called the Morn Tunnel, I believe, or the Morn Mine or something like that. But Morn Cave. But there was the sound of a golden scarab right at the entrance, and I was trying to look for it forever. It seemed like. And then I finally found some dude on Reddit was actually looking for the same, scarab, and some guy actually told us where it was, and I eventually got to that area, and I found it, and yeah, I got the lightning spell, which was fantastic. I can't use it yet. I would like to someday though. But basically, this game is just incredible, dude. The amount of just detail. The combat is the best that it has ever been in a Soulsborne game. Honestly, for me personally, and I haven't played Sekiro, like I said, so that combat might be better than Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3. But I'm coming off of Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, and then going into Elden Ring, sort of thing. Those are the last From Software games I played. And so comparing it to those games, the combat basically feels like kind of a mix of both. Because Bloodborne doesn't have a shield. You have, like, it's basically you just relying on dodging and then stunning. And this game is kind of like that. But it's also got Dark Souls 3 into it. But there's more you could do. Like, your jumping attacks have more, possibilities in opening up different techniques. There's the counter you could do when you block an attack. There's many different tools you can use for fighting, which is great. The spells look incredible. The incantations look incredible. Everything just like... It just looks like so much fun that I have yet to explore. I chose the samurai starting off, and I've just been taking advantage of the bow and the uchikatana. The Ashes of War is another thing that adds, a little bit more detail. Dark Souls 3 kind of played around with that idea. Maybe it came from Demon Souls, honestly, because I know Demon Souls also has like an FP bar. But yeah, dude, the game is great, dude. It's honestly, it's perfect. It's perfect. I mean, I've had some like stuttering issues and glitches and stuff. I play it on my PC, on my laptop, gaming laptop, and it's not the best gaming laptop, so that might be why I've had some performance issues, but they haven't been that bad to where it actually affects my gameplay or my opinion on the game. But 100%, like, I love this game. I have so many goals that I have in mind, and I honestly, I love seeing that the portion of the map that I have unlocked is probably 20% of the overall map. Like, it's pretty ridiculous. I mean, maybe it's more, maybe it's less. I honestly don't know. But the amount that I have unlocked looks like just a little piece of a big puzzle. And I haven't even fully explored that area yet where I'm at, Limgrave. I've got so much more to explore. And I bet you I've missed a ton of stuff. That's the thing, too. So, right now, I'm just exploring, bro. I'm enjoying my exploration. And this next playthrough that I'm going to play tomorrow night, it's probably going to be where I finish kind of covering the portion of the map I'm in. Maybe. I mean, it's a big portion of the map still where I'm at. And then after that, I need to fully explore the dragon in that swamp. Because I haven't explored the swamp at all. Just everything outside of it, basically. So, and then after that is when I'm going to continue my path to Stormvale Castle. So, yeah, I'm excited. And eventually finally fight Margot Robbie. So, yeah. But, dude, this game, I'm telling you, it's incredible. I mean, it's definitely, I could definitely also see why it's kind of like easier in a sense because of the checkpoints you have that are so close to the boss every time. Like some checkpoints in past Souls games were just like there was none. Like there was not bonfires that close to, bosses. Some were very close. But some of them were not. They were pretty ways away, and you had to. If you died, it sucked having to go back, you know. And so, yeah. This game, all the bosses I've faced so far, like there's either Grace close by, or there's like a statue of Marika or whatever, Marika, that statue nearby. So it's very convenient. But on top of that, I will admit, and I know this is like taboo for like the hardcore like get good sort of players, but I do use the spirit summons. I will admit, I do. And it's mostly because I just like it. And it's just cool and I enjoy it. So that's why I use it. And then the other thing I think that also makes it easier is like, for example, rolling around doesn't cost stamina, if I remember correctly. Which is fantastic because in past games they do, and you have to be very careful with how many times you rolled and then could attack and stuff like that. I could be way off, but I'm pretty sure that's how it was. But on top of that too, having Torrent, the horse ox thing, is incredible for exploration, but I will totally admit it makes like combat so much easier. I have killed so much stuff on Torrent, and honestly I kind of feel like it's a cheat. I will admit, like, I think that's probably the worst cheat in the game, like in terms of game breaking or making like the game easier. Spirit summons, I will admit, it's up there, but Torrent makes fights so much easier. It's all literally a matter of patience. It's a matter of keeping your distance, going in, attacking, getting out. Like, dude, I'm sorry, but for example, Tree Sentinel, like I tried fighting him at first, obviously. Who doesn't? And I just got wrecked. But when I got Torrent, it was just a matter of patience. And I beat the Tree Sentinel. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. There's another boss that appears, like, before you go into the area where the Morn Castle is at, and the giant shoots arrows at you. There's, like, a boss that appears at night there. Supposedly he's really hard. Not that bad with Torrent. Like, I'm telling you. Like, and that's the thing, too. I feel like the dragon is actually going to be much easier with Torrent than I actually initially thought. And so, like, I will admit, I do kind of feel like it's cheesing a little bit and kind of cheating. But at the same time, I'm enjoying it. I don't feel that bad about it, to be honest. I feel like, it's still good. I love that there's sections where you can't use Torrent, because then you really have to, use your skill and learn the boss's, fighting style and their attack range and their attack style, like, just everything. And yeah, it does. It's just fantastic. I mean, the game it's just perfect. It really is. And honestly, I feel like as of right now, because I know sometimes, like, well, no, I was gonna say I feel like every death has been fair. Well, no, they have. Every death has been fair that I have died. Every time I've died, it's been a fair death in the sense of like, it's like I died because it was my fault, sort of thing, and like it kind of sucks. But 2 times I've died from high places because I've instead of crouching, I accidentally hit the circle button because I'm using a PS4 controller. So basically, I use the dodge button, which goes back. And so after I climb like a high ladder or something, instead of crouching because there's enemies nearby, I would hit circle and it would make me fall backwards and I would die. And I was like, fuck! And it would piss me off. But, that's my fault, to be honest. That's just my bad. So, yeah, but, yeah. And then in terms of, like, one time I died, oh, excuse me. One time I died when I was riding torrent. Like, and I got too close to the cliff, and when I turned around, it made it so torrent was, like, off the cliff, and I died, and I was like, freak! So, but yeah, but again, I feel like that's all kind of my fault, to be honest. It's like, they were pretty fair deaths. Yeah. The only thing I didn't like, I will be honest, though, is the first boss. Like, you kind of have to lose, sort of thing. Like, apparently you can beat him, and I've seen, videos of people beating him, but I guarantee nobody beat him on their first try. Like, nobody. If somebody did do that on their first try, I would be incredibly impressed. And maybe there's somebody out there, but I genuinely don't believe anyone beat him on their first try. Unless they knew about him. You know what I mean? Unless they knew about him and they were prepared for him. But, like, I was not prepared at all. And I panicked. And I died pretty quickly. So, what can you do? That's how it is. But, yeah. But it's basically a fight that you have to lose in. Which kind of sucks again. But yeah, it's kind of like Bloodborne. The first, like, beast wolf thing that you fight, you technically have to die. Like, I have played it once where I didn't die and I actually killed him without any weapons. But yeah, it's like a fight that you basically have to die, because then after that is when you get your gun and your actual weapon. So, but anyways, that's just how it is. Can't complain too much. Just keep playing the game. But yeah, man, I love this game. I really do. My first impressions of it are just absolutely positive, and I cannot wait to keep playing. Yeah, I mean, I look forward to, like, tomorrow night. I'm going to play it for several hours. Saturday night I won't be able to because I'll be streaming another game, a Dragon Quest game for my Dragon Quest channel. And then Sunday night I might be able to play a little bit because I'm recording with a guest on my other podcast for my Dragon Quest Puppy channel. So I won't be able to do that. But basically, I can't wait to keep playing this game. It's so good, dude. Excuse me. So anyways, that was basically it for my impressions of Elden Ring. I was going to say Elden Born. I love it. I love the game. I really do. And yeah, there's not much else to say. So we'll basically just kind of cut it off there and end the episode. So again, this was Polite Talk Podcast, episode 66. I'm Poppy. And yeah, if you like this video and you're watching it on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And if you're listening to me on whatever podcast service you're listening to me on, I'd very much appreciate a follow and a subscribe and a like and whatever you can do to support me. So yeah, but that's it for today's episode. So we'll see you guys next time. Peace.